Good evening and welcome back to FIFA? No, Football Manager 2024 and the London Green Save. We're back with another episode. Today we've got a game against FC Elmstead, who are struggling down in 16th in the league. They're on a bad run of form. They're not having a good time of it. In fact, look at the amount of losses. They have had 8 losses in a row. My word. They are out of form like you would not believe. But today we're going to go in with positive mindset on the high press, as we do like to do, and try and fight them back. Now, I've already picked the team that I think we're going to play with. We're also going to step up this line, go and pressure them all the way. I've already picked the team that we're going to play with, and the reason I've picked the team already is because we're actually going to have to do a bit of a rotate, because we've got Acton, Ealing, Whistler's next, and it's only in 3 days' time, so it's not very far at all. So I've got to pick a slightly changed team for today's game, with Spanudakis, Royal, Momola, Olafsson, kind of a different lineup up top. I'm actually going to tell Flint I'm going to change Flint to a defend, because I remember noticing in the last games, the defensive line ended up kind of being curved like that, which is really, really odd. Not really what I'm after. Okay, now Python direct there, shoot less, dribble less, and that's good. I don't always know if it's particularly good to have this kind of super structure that it's saying that we have. You know, we've got like a really like structured team. I think I want us to have more of a like more flexibility, just a bit of flexibility, but it's kind of difficult. It's actually a little bit difficult. I'm going to turn that off from there. We've got a little bit of direction, a little bit. Last time out against Tower Hamlets, our shooting really let us down. Actually, look at that. We created a lot of shots, but we did not really take advantage of a lot of things. So, into the team selection, into the opposition instructions, because for some reason I can't figure out. It always swaps it over to the personalized when I want it to stay on oops, sorry, that's the wrong one on this one. I want it to stay on the kind of baseline that we set. We'll go into the team selection. Like I say, I've already selected the team for today's game. Alex Tucky will take the armband. We're playing a 4-2-3-1. It's a little bit of a change on a little bit of a change on the 4-1-1-3-1. It's more or less, we're still playing a 4-2-3-1, but I've just moved the midfielders because I did feel like they were in each other's way a little bit. So now with one on the left, one on the right, we're kind of creating just a bit more space for both of them to kind of connect into. Gonna put the I have faith in you message out there because that is what we like to do. Gonna quickly look at the tactics again. I just want to check. Williams is right-footed only. Tucky is left-footed only. So they should actually be on the other. They should be swapped around, and we should have the roles that they are working swapped around. So it's ball-winning midfielder defend with pass it shorter and mark tighter on. And then our man on the right-hand side will be our defensive midfielder on support, with these different kind of ideas on. Mark Tide will probably take that off, and that'll do us nicely. So if I can hit that save again, I've actually made a bit of a mistake there, because you want your left-sided player on the left, your right-sided player on the right, just for naturally opening up the pitch a little bit more. On we go into the game. We're on the extended highlights. I'm actually going to put us back onto the comp highlights, because I still want to try and evaluate the games. Like, it's definitely the weakest part of me playing this game, is that trying to notice and pick out the specifics that my opponents are doing, that we can try and kind of work against and figure out and how we're going to beat them, you know? So it's really, well, it is difficult. It's the point of the game. If it was easy, everyone would be winning everything all the time. It's not that easy. Malandine comes and punches that, and we'll take the ball up. Look at this from Olafsson. Here's a chance to work the space. Look at that. Tucky in. Oh, he didn't play it. Now this time, he still didn't play it. He didn't fancy it. Saunders back to Mafokidze. Cross to Williams. He goes over the top. Royal will try and get there, but they will have to clear this one out. We are pressing them quite high. They've sent it all the way across, but Flint intercepts really nicely. And Royal goes past his man, gets tackled. And that is the first time... the first time the ball's actually gone off the pitch. Now, after 2.5 minutes, possession is very much with Elmstead. We have the ball quite far back. Now, we don't want to just give it away cheaply here. We're going to work it. We are playing direct, but Mamola, get in there, get forward. There we go, Olafsson. There we go. We actually worked it through. We never do that. Sends it out wide. Olafsson went, and then the pass has come way too late. But the pass was there that time. Him as a deep-lying playmaker. Deep-lying forward. I'm actually going to change him onto the attack. Poacher. Attack. Because I do want him connecting. Oh, sorry. And also one other change. I think I want to move him into channels as well. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. That's given away cheaply. Tucky wins it back inside to Mamola. Mamola shoots it. It's blocked. That was the first shot of the game. Now Ramsley with the free kick. Mafukidze jumps. Does very well to get to the end of it. And they go backwards. Broadly into Pook. Looking for a pass. There's no easy pass. And he's got it. Oh, he finds inside. Good tackle. And oh, come on, Lorenko. Oh, that was good engagement. Really high up and forcing them into decisions that they don't really want to be making. There we go. Oh, again. How? They've got to be stronger in these tackles. There we go. Mafukidze wins it that time. In fact, Fragata was offside. Okay. So possession, like we see, it is more with Elmstead than it is with us. For that, though, they are playing it back. I mean, Olafsson, I still want you pressing there. I want you alongside the... Interesting. Still want you pressing. Okay, I'm going to tell him to get further forward in general. That did say when we have the ball, but I want him pressing when we don't have the ball as well. But that is actually, of course, that's in the instructions here that we are pressing more often. So, Olafsson into Mamola. He might have been offside. Yeah, he was. That's okay. Okay. Still, no shots at all just yet. I thought we had the first shot, but obviously that wasn't the case. 10 minutes gone. Now Elmstead on the ball. I'm actually going to call for a demand more. Entire team. A bit more from them. Malandine makes that save. That's the first shot. That was on target, but not really, not really too much to worry about for Malandine. One shot, 0.08 on the XG. It's another throw-in though. Look at that again. Same kind of, exact same play. But Flint on this time gets it away. Olafsson is engaging a bit higher up there, but where's Royal? Because Royal should be the one there. Regata sends it forward. Malandine does get in the way. It's mostly on determination and teamwork as to how much our players are actually willing to kind of get behind those kind of ideas. And some of our starting lineup, like for example, there we go, Royal and Saunders, they do not have that determination level that we really need from them. Which isn't always the best thing, being completely honest. But we are, of course, rotating today's game, hoping mostly that we can play well, but also not, not freaking out if we get a draw. Like, a draw wouldn't be so bad. We're not creating anything just yet, but possession is just okay. I'm going to drop it to balanced and take a look at the analytics and hit the play button as well. And we are playing a pretty nice line, but we're also very narrow. Now, how are they playing? Might be an idea to target the left-hand side. If he's taking steps back, we could target that left-hand side a little bit more. I think I'm going to tell Spanudakis to get out wide here. Stay wider. Don't get further forward. Can't turn that off at the minute, so let's put him on support and that will do it. Turn that off. And basically see if we can get Spanudakis on the ball on that left-hand side just a bit more. Just a tad more. Bain goes forward to Cooney. Cooney finds Holmesy in the middle. Good line to Pragata. For some reason, he knocks it back rather than just running forward with it. Gives it to Pook. Pook's going to look for a cross, I imagine. He ends up going backwards. Olafsson, engage. Yes, good. Good, good. Force them back. Force them away. Yeah, really good from Spanudakis. They go back to Cooney, into Holmes, who shoots it wide from a really kind of well-marshalled position. That's not so bad from the lads there. She's going to push us just a tad wider. Try and work the space a little bit more. A little bit more. Really want to see if we can get Spanudakis on the ball up the left-hand side. Lourenco on the free kick. Gives it to Williams. Spanudakis is drifting wide. That's what we want. Williams makes a bit of a bad pass, but he corrects. And then, again, makes a bad pass. And Flint cleans up, and it's just bouncing between the teams. Like, Williams, you've got to calm down, lad. I'm going to demand more from Williams in particular. Right here. Spanudakis on the left-hand side. Good. That's exactly what we wanted. They send it in. Momola will go for it. Williams on the ball. Gives it to Royal. Royal shoots it over the bar. Okay. That is our first shot. It took us 24 minutes. But that's okay. You know, that is okay. Christian Styles. Yes, trigger a press on Christian Styles. That's fine. 29 minutes. 30 minutes is up. We're going to have an evaluation. Okay. That's good. That's a better line. And they are also playing very similar on that. Now, we're trying to push out wide here. You know what? I'm going to do the same again on the right-hand side. I'm going to tell Royal to get himself out wide. And we're going to attempt to shoot less often. Spanudakis also shoot less often. Cross more often, yes. I'm also going to make a change here. Now, the reason I'm going to make a change is because I'm going to bring on Thompson as our shadow striker. I'm going to tell him to shoot more often, but play simple passes and get further forward. Just get all the way up. And basically add in another attacker. Hopefully it will allow us to be a little bit more potent on our attacks. I'm not going to focus down the left as much now. It's an early change in the match, but it's just an idea, really. Let's take a look at the visualizer. We're attacking mostly down the right, although it's actually evened up left and right now. Dark is giving away a foul. They're attacking kind of mostly wings as well. Interesting. Momola on the free kick. He shoots from distance, and it's a little bit wayward. Yeah, I'm not sure that distance. It's going to be an absolute screamer if you manage it. Armstead on the attack. They've got the ball in their own half. Now we're on the attack. We've got the ball in our own half. Taking the ball forward. That's good. A very kind of tame first half, it would seem. Let's just hope we don't concede here. Come on. Oh, my word. Penalty. Yeah, great. Penalty. What are we doing? Saunders, what are you doing? That's one way to just absolutely ruin a first half. Holmesy. Yeah, great. Absolutely great from Saunders. Just giving away. Off you come, lad. What are you doing? Honestly. Oh, that's so frustrating. A frickin' penalty. Into the dressing room. Improve that possession, please. Bucky and Williams are not having a great time, it would seem. Mafakidze into Hall, into Tucky. Now, I can kind of understand it because they're not really our starting players. They're being asked to play first team football here. And they are good enough. They're definitely good enough, but they're Well, they are struggling, basically. Williams there makes a good tackle, though. That's what we need them to be doing. Royal runs it towards the line. He gets tackled. Momola's there. It's in. It's in. It's deflected. It's tackled, but a little bit of direction. And finally, we put the ball back in. Williams made a good steal, and that's what we're asking for. Royal makes a great run. Boardley tackles, but Momola is there. Ganley gets a kind of leg on it or something. But it isn't enough, and we instantly reply after the halftime break. That's what we needed. That is what we needed. That was pretty good stuff. Ramsley goes forward. He whips a ball across. They're going to have to chase it down. They will get there. Good engagement. Good stuff from Williams. Lovely stuff. Thompson out wide, lad. Okay, I don't know if he got that away or not, but Pearson is shown a yellow card. Now, where's the ball? It's here for Momola. He sends it out wide to Spanudakis. Good. Now get this cross in. Get this cross into someone. Back to Momola. That's fine. It's blocked out for a corner. Okay, I'm actually feeling pretty good. We're having a bit of momentum here. So I'm going to say let's go positive. Let's get forward. Try and grab a goal while we have some momentum. Williams on the ball. Lorenko. Oh, it's a good save. A good save. I want to... Oh, look at... See, again, we're in the right areas here. Thompson whips it across. Tucky will header it. Hall will actually header it, but I think was offside. He was 1-1. I'm going to give it a quick pause, and I want to see the match momentum. Oh, it's actually... Okay, no, it's actually just gone into that red because we've hit the 50 minutes. So let's see what happens off this next highlight. Cooney on the ball. Engaged well. Holmes there. Again, engaged well and forced into a long shot. That's absolutely fine. Sending it from that far out, yeah, go for it as much as you want. The XG is so high because of the penalty, of course, so we don't have to really worry about that. Okay. We've gone positive. We give it a pause here. Again, a bit of analysis shows I think Thompson and Momola actually are getting in each other's way right now. By having them on these kind of similar ideas. Now, Thompson is right-footed. Momola is right-footed. So is Dennis Barrett. So we don't actually have left-footed striker right here. Spanudakis, however, is left-footed and probably could slot into that position. And that would allow us to bring in Ben Scott on this left-hand side. I'm going to go for it. Now, give the team talk. Go and do your best, Ben Scott. Confirm that sub. And out they go. Now, look at that. See, momentum definitely is with us. And now we've added that extra striker. Spanudakis moving into a striker position. We're at 60 minutes. Still not very many shots either way. And they only scored from a penalty. Let's not forget. All Tataki to Mafakidze into Williams. Forward. Lovely stuff. There we go. Exactly what we want. Spanudakis, find him. That's unfortunate. He didn't find him, and then they go long. I don't know why you've gone long there, Hall. There was no need. Tucky into Williams. That was a shot from Williams. That was not a good shot. Not really, but momentum really is with us. I'm going to say we're going to go attacking here. We're really going to try and get at them. And here's another opportunity. Hall to Scott. Back to Hall. Into Tucky. Back to Hall. Sends it. Thompson is there. The ball is nodded behind. Come on. This feels like an opportunity to get a result. It really does. With a bit of rotation as well. Scott. What the heck was that, Scott? What the heck was that? Just give him the ball away. Okay, Ramsley on the ball will find Puku, will find Fragata, will look for a pass across. But he's offside, that's fine. Yeah, we'll take that. 70 minutes and we have the ball. Malandine goes long. Tucky will jump. Come on, Tucky. Can't get to it. We reclaim it with Spanudakis. Lovely. Into Mafokidze, into Tucky. Left-hand side, Scott. Spanudakis, I want you getting in behind a bit more. He's not really doing that at the minute. Get in behind, lad. Get in behind. Yeah, I'll tell him to roam. I'll tell Spanudakis to roam a bit. Just do your thing. Towards the back post we go. Boardley headers it. Spanudakis reclaims it. Nice. Into Lorenko. Lorenko will try and find a pass, turn away from Puk, and then... Okay, then free kick. Okay, I was like, then do nothing? I don't know. Thompson on the ball. Have a go. Just go for it. Oh, it's just over. It's just over. Tower Hamlets have equalised against Peckham. Look at the line. Look at the aggressive line we are meeting them with now. Making them go long. Lorenko has got to win that. He does. Holmesy wins it. Not Holmesy, sorry. Williams. Over the top. Scott will get there. Sends it across. Spanudakis is in there. He's in the back of the net. 2-1. Lovely stuff. Lorenko with a great header. Williams with a great header. Tucky there. Sends it to Scott. Direct play. Scott chases across to Spanudakis. The defender tries to kind of recover, but cannot. Now I'm going to hit a shout of a calm down. Keep it calm, lads. Keep it composed. Don't be doing anything silly. Just go out there. Now we've got the lead from 1-0 down, from a penalty, no less. You know, they haven't scored from open play here. They haven't broken us down, so to speak. They've just managed to score from a penalty. We want to keep it calm and get to the end of this game. So I'm going to drop us back onto the positive. I'm going to ask us to play a little bit time wasty. And Spanudakis shoots from distance. That's okay. We've got 15 minutes to try and see this one out. Might even just bring that line back just a tad. Just a tad. You know, we don't want to get a ball sent over the top that causes us trouble. What a second half we have had. What a second half we have had. Really, really good stuff. Now, Flint, find your man. Just find your man. He's right there. Williams is right there. He goes long instead and gives the ball away. Thompson recovers. Ramsley has been injured, it looks like. He's going to have to make a swap. Manford Way are winning in their game. That's kind of expected. Although against Camden is actually pretty close. Thompson on the deep free kick. He sends it out to Royal. Royal in! Ho, ho, ho! That is the stuff. That is the stuff. Lovely stuff. In fact, I'm going to drop to a balance now. What a ball this is from Thompson. Absolutely sends it. Royal is their first time finish, no less. Makes it 3-1. Really, really good stuff. Incredible stuff. Sanford forward to Holmesy. And we started the last episode with a win. Do not want us to go and do what we did last time, where in the next game we could not shoot for the life of us. We were just shooting everything off target. Malandine sends it long. Pearson gathers it for the opposition. Elmstead send it into Holmesy, into Sanford. We've got numbers meeting them here. Really good stuff. Send him back. Send him back. That's it. That's it. Engage him. Engage him. Good from number 7. Good from Alex Tucky. Engage him more. Don't let him whip it in. He's let him whip it in, and it's gone over the bar. Tucky, you've got to stop that cross coming in. It's been a much better second half. I'm actually going to say this has been probably one of the best halves we've ever played. Tucky to Thompson. I think he might have been offside. No. It wasn't. Sanford's been injured now. So 100%. 100%. The reason we went through that kind of mid-season slump was fatigue. We were not rotating players enough. Now we are. Now we have to. We've got to play sometimes second-string players. Oh, it's gone over. But trust that they can get the result. And in today's game, they have. They really have. We've gone from 1-0 down to a penalty. I'm still going to keep that out there. To a penalty. We've replied. Look at Tower Hamlets beating Peckham Town. That is brilliant for us. This game is done. 3-1. We've got the win. Next up is Acton. It's 3-2. Absolutely fine. I don't care because the game is still ours. Going to give them a berate just to round off that for letting that last one go in. Lorenko into Tucky. Back to Mafukidze. Just hold it. That's good. There we go. There's a pass forward, but they didn't want to play it. Now you do. Now you do. Lovely. Thompson, go, go, go with all your pace into Royal. Same thing, really. Now send it back to Thompson. He was there. He goes on his own instead. He goes into Williams. Lovely play. Across to Scott. Can't get the ball. That'll be a throw-in. I mean, surely that'll be the game. I mean, I know we've been time wasting, but the referee is Taking a bit of the mick now, isn't he? Paul is just going to hold this ball for as much as he can. We are up to 4th right now, guys. We are up to 4th. The climb is back and we've got the win. We have got the win. A lovely period of play where we went positive and then we went attacking and we got the goals we needed. We adapted into a 4-2-2-2. Manu Darkis played in multiple positions today. And he played really, really well. And even with the lower XG, mostly because of the penalty, of course, if you get rid of the penalty, the XG is 1.8 to 1.5. A much closer game. But we found the back of the net more than they did. Incredible stuff. Really well done. Really well done, guys. I'm delighted with your efforts. Everyone played well. And that's what we need. Now, next up is Acton. We've got to try and back it up. We've got to try and back it up. In the last episode, we played an absolute blinder against Meridian. And we won. We won big. But we did not back it up. In the next game against Tower Hamlets, we were unable to. We can't do that this time. We've got to win this time. Okay, we have jumped to 4th. If we beat Acton, we'll actually jump above them, even though they've got a game in hand. Larkspur won their game 5-2. Not a surprise. Lewisham beat Acton. Manford Way obviously got their win. They are in 2nd. We're also trying to chase them. But Tower Hamlets beating Peckham Town is also very good for us. They are up into 7th right now. And they've actually closed that gap on Peckham. So we've moved to 4th. We've got Acton next. We've got offers. Okay, so these are players that I'm trying to bring in to try and increase the level, increase the kind of, well, basically everything of our team. So we're going to have a look at Eamon McGrath. What does he want? Emergency backup. There we go. That's good. Those are good terms. Now, Mafosa. Centre-back, very good jumping reach. I think leadership, positioning, tackling, marking, they're all going to be quite high. But these two stats in the middle, very nice. Going to see what Mafosa is after. He's not going to be a fringe. He's going to be a squad player. So I'm going to tell him that in the hope that it lowers his expectations on money a little bit. And it has. How about I boost your clean sheet bonus? There we go. If you can keep a clean sheet, I'll boost your bonus. Now, if Faney Sunday has been rejected from Durham now. I mean, here, look at his jumping reach. It's absolutely bonkers. I'm going to go again. Making another offer. Judge set to go on trial. Accept. Evans set to go on trial. Accept. Lovell. Jake Lovell. Churchill Club 70s played a good amount of games, but never scored. No, 1 goal. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. Now, I'm just bringing all of these players in just to just to bring as many on trial as possible. We've got mostly centre-backs here, you can see. So I think there was maybe a fullback in there as well. But all of these players are being brought in just so I can kind of evaluate them and have a look at the numbers, basically. Have a look at the numbers. Player of the week goes to Chris Barrett for Tower Hamlets. A goal and an assist for him. Not bad at all. We're looking at the squad. Obviously, we're going to have an absolute load of players on trial in a second. So, I'm just bringing in these players. I'm not worried about it. Okay, cool. This time, Sunday's offer has been accepted. Very nice. Okay, and boom, that's a good offer. Now, judges on trial: Evans, Lovell, Cisse, Armstrong, Lancaster, Okere, Molnar, Harper, Warren, Kenny, and then a question that I'm not going to answer. This is a bit of a silly one, and that is an absolute number of people on trial. Now, I actually kind of stopped looking for this many people on trial. When I don't think I should have. I should have just kept trying to improve the squad. And the reason for that is, it was obviously that our first team got absolutely gutted. Like, through the season, we have lost a good selection of players that I'm a little bit sad about, to be honest. Now, I'm still going to try and get Adam McHale 400 for him. 7.7k, you crazy? Let's do it. We don't have that kind of money, but we'll see. Because his numbers were scary. Harry Sweeney still doesn't have a team. In fact, we've given him a bid. And Chibueze, we've given him a bid as well. I mean, look at that. I mean, Akeem Brathwaite. Want him back. I really do want him back. It's so frustrating that he was gone. Because he covers the entire back line. So useful. Michele's interested, is he? Wow, he wasn't interested the last time. Wanted way too much money that we could not offer him, and we're going to have to walk away again. But it's good to know that he is interested, because his numbers are crazy. He's not the quickest, but the off the ball, the finishing, the first touch, the composure, all exactly what we need for our strikers. So, okay, now, any of the players on loan, their stats still aren't actually finalized yet, so I can't just make decisions. So, onward we go. We'll get to the Acton game. We'll pick the first team and we'll go with... Well, you know, we're playing a bit of an alteration on our tactic. We went into a bit of a 4-3-3 and it wasn't really working all the time. But, next up, Acton. Okie dokes, we made it to the Acton game and we've got some other games going alongside us. We've got Elmstead versus Peckham. Hopefully Peckham will lose that one. That would be very nice. Camden Samurai, again, hopefully Samurai could get a win on that one. We've kind of got to win our game. We've got to hope that Long Lane could do a bit of a surprise and beat Manford Way. It probably would be a tough one, but if we win this game, regardless of Acton having a game in hand on us, they would actually be below us. We would go up to third. So that's what we're going to try and do. Now, are we going to make any rotations in today's game? We've still got... I'm pretty certain I moved the under-18s out of the squad, but did I, or have I still got like the list on all players? I've still got this, but it's showing me loads of... I mean, there's a lot of... To be fair, there's a lot of loanees in there. Now, anything on the loanees are we aware of now? So we'll sort by position. We've got a load of centre-backs who actually we don't have the numbers on just yet, so that's fine. Let's look at the wingers that I've been looking at. We've got wingers and... Well, Adam Curran is actually our player, but we can't play him just yet. He's going to be a player for next season. So we're going to go on to the wingers numbers. Filter it. Positions, midfielders, attacking midfielders, and wingers. And there we go. Okay. So. First touch is very good on some of these guys. Errol Dessa. Very good first touch, good pace, good agility. Look at that. He's also playing as a striker. What are his stats for striking? First touch is good. Finishing is not. Not great on the finishing. Not great, my lad. Okay, other stats are also a little bit low around the park. So specific stats pretty good, but not on others. I'm going to say, unfortunately, I'm going to terminate that trial. So, next up, Barry Brielli. Can't really say he's got the stats we're after here. Not really. Not really. Tommy Hill's got a better range in the middle of the park there. The dribbling is a bit low. Let's sort by dribbling. Wow, the dribbling is quite low across the park. Really, that's not great, is it? That's really not great. Agility's pretty good around some of these guys. Tommy Hill's got good numbers on that. Good first touch, but the passing is real low. It does seem like if you get wingers that have a bit of pace, they've got very little passing on them. And it's either you're kind of engaging in players that are good across the board. For example, Dion Pembleton, quite good across the board. You know, nothing in the red there at all. But then he's not particularly good at any of these stats, you know. So it's one of those weird ones. I am going to make an offer for him, though, because I think we do just want a little bit more depth in the squad, like a little bit more depth. Not crazy, just a bit. Now, Tommy Hill's numbers, passing is really not that great. He has got other good numbers, though. He can play midfielder, both attacking mid and back a bit. Jerry Gedlin, don't think so. And I don't think for Barry Brielli either. So I'm going to terminate these other loans. That's one player that we're kind of bringing in. The others, I just don't think they're, you know, they're not, it's not it for us, basically. It's just not quite what we're looking for. Then again, Jerry Gedlin, only 21 years of age, so there is opportunities for his numbers to go up, I would imagine. Okay, so into the tactical meeting, we are going to look at the next match, team selection. Go to the opposition now. Let's remember to click all of these over to blues and then read what the man's saying. So marking Theo Cook tightly, let's do that. Danny Glover, same thing, that's good. Darrell Ellington, we're doing the same thing, of course. You want to mark tight on the winger as well. Okay, we can do that. Trigger a press on the wing back of Roldan. He's actually got better first touch. Bradley, only 5, and Bradley Faulkner. Alex Breffo, 6. Abbas Zamel, 5. Trigger a press on both of them, in fact. Okay, now back to the team selection overview. I personalized the midfield because the midfield rotation between certain players means that they kind of do different jobs whenever they're around. It is going to be a bit of rotation needed here. John Howard is going to come in for Olafsson. Royal is going to take a break. I think the best bet would be to play Abbott. To be honest, Abbott's got really nice numbers in a lot of stats. Determination is high as well, which is something we sometimes miss. Spanoudakis is a good player. Really is a good player, and he's very young. I'm going to swap him out. I think for Embleton. Yes, I think so. Oh, Embleton or Grant. I'm not sure. That's a tough one to make. Let's do a quick comparison. Charlie Embleton. The Grant's got more speed, but Embleton beats him across the board, and then except for attacking. They're very good players, though, aren't they? It's good to have a little bit of selection in there. Okay. Now, at the back, I think I actually want to keep Mafakidze just because that jumping reach is doing absolute bits for us at the back. Lorenko's jumping reach is only 11. Lovett with 12. Carlisle with 12 and very good mental stats. I think maybe Carlisle comes in. We swap these guys around. So Carlisle goes in like that. Saying it wants Lovett in instead. That's really odd. Or is it saying Carlisle and Lovett? Saying wants Mafukidze on that side? And no, it's okay. No, it just says Carlisle is the best bet. That's what it's saying there, basically. To striker. Oh, we've got to try and find a way to get Naby in as well. I'm going with the 2 DMs in an attempt to try and get a bit more control. Naby's got to be on the bench, I think. Dennis Barrett can have the start. That's okay. Good acceleration, good pace. He'll get in behind and he should have good... I mean, look at that finishing. 13. He should be able to... We can get the ball to him. Will be more chances. Now... Defensively, I think maybe there are changes to be made. For example, Mafakidze is actually a little bit less from that conditioning. Yeah, Flint's going to have to change out for Mason Hall. That's a definite. And Saunders probably as well. Yeah, match load medium. Okay, so I think best bet. Jimmy Maloney goes on the left. All on the right. Mafakidze, Carlisle, Taki Muanda. Samir Naby, Flint, Scott Momola on the bench. In fact, I'm going to make that Thompson on the bench. Oh, it's difficult to know. It's such a difficult one to know who should be going where and what not. Alan Jones on the bench. That's an interesting one. Let's put him back in the under-18s and swap him out for Johansson. There he is. Okay, that's good. That's what we're going to go with. Nervous about your battle? You can't be nervous. You've got to be ready to go, lad. You've got to be ready to go. Never press Alex Breffo. Interesting. Well, I've made my decision, so this is a match we should be winning. Is it? I don't even know if it is. They're above us in the league. Just more of a match that I want to play well in. with the tactics we have. We're playing that high line. We're trying to engage them a little bit higher. We went a little bit wider in that last game. We ended up changing into a 4-2-2-2. Now, I need to actually slow the game down a bit here. Because comp highlights, because I had an under-18s game to watch, which they won, by the way. They did win. Ellington whips this ball. Oh, no, he doesn't whip it in. Lawson finds Cook, who shoots it low, and it's in. And we have conceded within 3 minutes, which is just absolutely incredible. So I'm going to demand more, because that is an awful way to start this game. Tucky back to Carlisle, and I was literally just talking about backing up a good performance. Oh, lovely pass. Okay, Mwanda goes backwards. That's actually okay. I don't mind that. Ball goes into Abbott. Abbott gets kind of pushed and messed around. They go back to the goalie. Okay, I'm actually going to have to go on to the key highlights here and really speed this up a little bit. But Tucky on the ball, sends it over the top. Abbott is there. Whip it in straight away. That's when I want the low cross. Are we on the low cross? We're on mixed. No, low crosses. What we should be doing. Because we whip that low cross in. I reckon Dennis Barrett is getting on the end of that and he's absolutely sending it into the back of the net. I really do. Oh, that's so frustrating to start with a 1-0 down. But look at that possession. It is all in our favour. We are... I mean, they've got a corner, but we're on that possession. Momentum is with us. Let's go. Maloney forward. Straight to Embleton and then back. He whips it in instead. Abbott back post. Come on. There we go. It took us 10 minutes. But we did get there. Mafokidze frustrated by the feedback. I don't like that. Maloney whips it into Embleton. Embleton just sends it. Dennis Barrett, you think is going to get there, but Abbott instead makes an incredible run towards that back. Just going to drift into that back post. We've dropped down to 6th, but that is actually going to update in a second. So let's go quickly look at that. Yeah, we're not back down into 6th. We're in 4th right now. Possession is equalized a bit. Okay, maybe an idea to just drop to a balanced here. But look, there we go, because they are taking a bit of control. Carlisle sends it out to Abbott. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's incredible. He scored 2 in the space of 10 minutes. To go from 1-0 down to 2-1 up, and Tucky is a little bit tired. Okay, Tucky is going to have to come off at half-time. Carlisle sends it. I'm not going to skip it. I want to see it. Abbott brings it down really nicely. He shoots it. It deflects. I think it was going in anyway, to be honest. I think it was definitely going in anyway. And that will jump us above Acton. We will be chasing Manford. We are chasing Larkspur. We are giving it the very best we can this episode. We're currently winning. Okay, we've dropped to balanced. I'm going to quickly just have an evaluation on positioning here. We're playing a very high line. Now, you're playing very high, Maloney. You've got to drop. You've got to drop. So, onto the defend for a second there, just to make sure that the line is connected and strong. Mwanda's dropping back a lot as well. That's interesting. They're both on defend. So maybe I'll tell Mwanda, you just go onto that support and try and move a little bit further up and kind of just connect the lines a little bit more. Ellington with the free kick. He will shoot it. Malandan will make a good save. He'll go over for a corner. Now we just got to defend it. Good stuff. Lovely stuff. Easy. Brilliant. They send it long again. We go on the end of it, send it out again. Good. Possession is kind of balancing out here. And I like the fact that we're actually keeping up with them in terms of shots created, because all of their shots going on target is a little bit scary. Okay, I think we might actually have to drop into a cautious here and even potentially drop the wingers onto a bit of support, just to try and connect and kind of keep things a little bit calmer. We're playing very high up. Where are they playing? No, see, they're actually dropping back. I don't want to drop the line. I'm just going to engage them a little bit higher up. Lawson has won that back for the opposition. Oh, took a bad touch, and they're going to win this ball. Triggs on the ball, goes back to Breffo. Breffo's going to look for a pass. He does find a pass. Lawson, now the winger is there, but doesn't fully overlap. Sends it back into Lawson again. There's the pass. He finds inside. Ellington looks for Cook. Cook does go back, and we're kind of keeping our shape pretty well. Not great, however. That's not great. That should have been a goal. And that's, I don't know. But they got through a little bit too easy there. Okay, possession is jumped up a tad there, 40%. Is it going to go up or down next turn? 39. Okay, I'm actually going to rock back onto positive. They do not want to concede before the end of the half. I get in this. What is it about this? I don't know if there's something in the coding or whatever, but yeah, okay. Get to halftime. No, just give away a penalty. What? Parrish. Go. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that my defenders are doing this kind of stuff right before halftime. Not good. Okay, our possession has actually dropped quite a lot. Okay. Halftime it is 2-2. Okay, into the dressing room. Keep going, guys. Start that second half. Tucky is going to come out. Naby is going to come in. Now, Naby is not going to play as a DM. He's going to play as a playmaker and try and link the attack a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these guys back onto the attack that we tend to have for them. I'm also going to make this change here to bring on Thompson. We're going to move into the kind of same kind of mindset we did in that last game that ended up winning that game. So let's see what happens here. We're making changes. Possession is the issue right now, 38%. Chances are more the issue. Or defend it. Ellington on the free kick. He's going to shoot it. He's got to. He does. It's over the bar. We are lucky. Okay. And we are not creating. Again, we are not creating. Now, why is that? Maybe we're going a little bit too high on the tempo. Drift wide again. I'm going to turn that expressive off because I think maybe sometimes we're taking risks. I don't know. I like how far up the pitch we are, but it is a bit, I don't know, a bit of a disconnect potentially. I don't know. All them. Look at that whole period of time. It's all them. It will come back to us though. It must. It must come back. You know, we'll get our time. Embleton sends it. Abbott's there. R claims it quite nicely though. Let's see, Mafakidze is now getting a little bit tired as well, so maybe he has to be the final change. It's hard to say, because he wins a lot of headers. Moanda into Thompson, send it. Abbott's there. Inside, Dennis Barrett. Come on. That's the stuff. That is the... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Abbott... Ah, okay. Oh. Can't have more of that. I cannot have more of that. Let's get the momentum visualizer on again. Momentum is coming back our way. It is. We are generating a little bit of chance. More shots. More stuff going. I'm going to go attacking here. Last change should be Mafakidze, really. Should come soon. It will come soon, actually, because he is actually, yeah, he's like completely gone. Flint, and then Hall and Flint will swap. Look at that back line. It's very good. That's good. That's what we were after, really. Swap these guys' roles around. Okay. Swap the two strikers around. See if that does something a little bit different. We've actually upped the possession to 40%, which is better. Still not great. Going attacking seems to have invited a bit more pressure from the opposition there. Not long to go, though. And now it's actually flying back our way. Come on. The shots on target. They've had lots of shots on target. Get wider again. Let's get wider again. Okay. Okay, we've got the ball in a good position. Wanda into Flint, into Abbott. Pass it. He does. Naby, pass it. Out wide. Embleton. Embleton. Oh, yes. That's how we do it. Are you kidding me? Okay, Malandine's on the ball. They're going to start. I want to send it left. Can you win that, Thompson? No. Parrish, down it goes. Lawson is there, engaged. Really nicely, though. Really nicely. They send it long. Yeah, that seems about fair. Yeah. It does seem about fair. No, there we go. That's how you do it. Get out of town. Offside goals. How this game is going to end, apparently. Not long to go. Get the visualizer going. Oh, they've got a corner. I think that's going to be that. We've got a corner. And that is going to be that. Okay, so I do think we've done well to back up the performance. We've definitely had the better second half. We'll take a look at the match stats. We've a look at that. I mean, they created 2 shots, none on target. So changing into that 4-2-2-2, positive, 100%. It was a positive, but first half, not so much. We probably should not have been in the position we were in. Then again, once again, they've scored from a penalty. So the XG without the penalty, again, is very even. So the 2-2s is okay. It's okay. It would have been better to take the points off the team around us, but it was not, losing, not an option. So we'll take it, and we'll move on from there. Okay, dokes, guys, so that is the table. We are sitting in 5th because Peckham got a win in their game. Now, Manford Way also got a win. Camden with a draw, that helps us a good amount. But outside of that, obviously, because we've drawn as well, if we get the win, we're sitting pretty. But that is unfortunately not the case today. 8 games to go. And I shall catch you next time.